It is Bootz World. These boots were made for more than just walking. Well, good morning. Hi. I'm so excited to come to each and every one of you today. My name is Bootz Durango, if you're unaware of who I am. That's BOOTZDURANGO, and every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., I'm coming to you and inviting you, giving you a formal invitation to my world, and that's what this radio show is called. It's called Bootz World, and I'm here just inviting you into my space, and I'm not talking about the website because that's, pretty much run down. And a lot of things today are overdue. All right, we are overdue to get out of this recession. We are overdue for another one of these Bootz World episodes because last week I won't hit. Now, let me tell you something. Last night, or let's say last afternoon, 6:45, 7-ish, I get a phone call. And I get a phone call from my boss, whose name is Grady Green, and I absolutely love Grady, so I'll do anything in the world for him and to secure my work position or whatever. Mind you, today I'm extremely tired because I'm working on 3 hours of sleep, and one of my best friends, Donnie, knows that, who came to me after I met with City Council. Now, that's what Grady invited me to do. He invited me to speak with the City Council in compliance with the noise ordinance going on with downtown Greensboro. Now, what they said they want to do is limit the noise that comes from businesses and establishments to 75 decibels. Now, let me tell you something, casual conversation is at 65 decibels. So you already know that clubs and establishments that are open for the nightlife are, going to be over 75 decibels. So what's been going on is at Green Street, where I host parties each and every Sunday, so make sure you come out there and parlay and parquet with me. We've been getting complaints each and every Sunday about it, and then it got so out of hand that they started complaining on nights we weren't even open. So people are, abusing this privilege to, file complaints. But my whole thing is this, it's all politics. It's all have to do with politics. And it was somebody of the name of Roy Carroll, who I think is a business investor downtown, and I think that he has a lot of vendettas against some of the small town businesses trying to thrive in downtown Greensboro. So I had to go up there on television here in Greensboro and speak. And that I did. And if you missed that, don't worry, I have a video coming for you soon. Speaking of videos coming at you, I just released a mini movie. And if you are unaware of what a ball is to the gay community or the African American gay community, then I suggest you go to my YouTube page. That's www.youtube.com/BOOTZDURANGO. Y'all, I'm not even stoned right now. I'm tired. And I think I'm in training to become the celebrity that I'm destined to become. And let me tell you about this. The wait for that city council was so long and exaggerated, just for me to get to the opportunity to go to the podium and address the mayor and address the city council members, that it was just, I think it was training for X Factor, because X Factor is coming May 1st, so I'm going out for that or whatever. And for those of y'all who say I can't sing, you're overdue for a reality check. And the show today is about being overdue. So if you are overdue for something, or you feel somebody's overdue for a reading, or somebody's overdue just to know, where their place is in your life and in society, I suggest you call 336-334-5450. Like I told y'all, today I'm extremely exhausted. I'm working on 2 hours of sleep. I also have an exam to do in a little bit. Mind you, I still am a student, but like I was saying, the wait I had to endure to go over there and speak on that podium was, it was overdue. The wait was overdue, and I think it was training for X Factor, because I'm going to have to be waiting probably the majority of the day before I get up there and, go sing on the television, which I am going to be able to do. Now, with that being said, everything that happens and everything that I do and put myself out there with, I just want to make sure that you know and are aware that it's in good conscience. I don't choose to, degrade anybody or put anybody down. So the people who, watch the mini movie, and may feel some type of way about some of my commentary about that, I want to apologize formally to you girls, because I don't mean you any harm, all right? That's the least thing that I don't mean to do. But if I disagree with the judge, and I can't overrule the judges, but what I can do is state my opinion, and I don't agree with some of the judging that took place at that ball. Even though I hosted the ball, I don't carry the full force. You have to go by protocol, and the judges make the final decisions. And if you're unaware of what I'm talking about, I really suggest you go to my YouTube page. That's youtube.com/BOOTZDURENGO. As of right now, I'm going to take you into some commercials and some music, and I'll be back to, go off about being overdue. You know what I'm talking about? Like, some people are overdue for a facial. Some people are overdue for a pedicure. And I know, judging by the way my feet look, I think I'm in that category. Hey y'all, like I said, I'm extremely tired. I'm going to try to get some life out here, but I think I am in training to become the celebrity that I'm destined to become, because, they don't get no sleep and they still have to look good and, have that vibrant personality, so I'm attempting to do so as well. And if you rock with me, subscribe, bruh. And I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Bruh, I love y'all, bruh. All right. So, I'm about to go ahead and get involved with my topic for the day. And the world is overdue, okay? The world is overdue for a reality check. And it's about time somebody gives them what the piss they need, okay? Okay? My name is Bootz Durango. Allow me to reintroduce myself with some vivacity and with some life, okay? Like I told you, I am a bit tired today, but I am not too tired to check nobody, okay? And the word is overdue for a reality check. If you did not know, if you're just now tuning in, today's show is about being overdue, okay? If somebody's overdue for something, I suggest you call me at 336-334-5450. I had to light an incense right quick because I felt my nerves get shot real quick. Hold on one second. I don't even know if I can light an incense in here. But I am pissed. Hold on one second. Okay. Gotta get the fumes just flowing in here so I can speak to you in a prevalent way. Ho! The world is overdue for a reality check, and I am very critical of my community, and I want to challenge each and every one of you who chooses not to assimilate through forms of dress and adornment to speak up and make your voices vocal, okay? You won't change, okay? You won't change. You want people to recognize you for the talented individuals that you are. You want people to see you for more than just your clothes, more than just your skin color. Well, why is it that you are sitting in your house not doing nothing about it, okay? Okay? And I guess I've become critical overnight due to my city council visit last night. If you missed that city council meeting, it was televised here locally in Greensboro, and I had to speak to the mayor and the council men and women, and I absolutely loved it. Let's talk about that right quick. I think they were overdue for seeing somebody like me, and I actually smoked a cigarette with one of the council women, during the break, during the little recession break that we had, and I said, you just have the most eloquent speaking voice. And what you saw in her was her eyes lit up. Her eyes lit up like marbles on a crumb cake. I said it, like marbles on a crumb cake. Her eyes lit up. Okay, her ambiance was different. The way she perceived me, the way she received me was different. And she lit up like a child who just was given their first birthday cake. Don't even know if you can eat all of it. Just like Phaedra Parks, and I don't know if you keep up with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they got that baby 12 cakes. Now, I don't know if her eyes lit up like she had 12 cakes in it, but her eyes lit up. And that let me know that the reason I was there was to make a difference in society. When I was younger, my mother used to speak on city council in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, and I reminisced on that fact when I was walking up there to the podium, and you could see it in my eyes as I pump up there before I take the mic and begin to speak, that I was thinking, I had this euphoric moment, and you see it in my eyes. I gave this weird facial expression, and I knew that by me appearing somewhere, I was making a difference. So the world is overdue for a reality check, and I say that and I challenge each and every one of you to step outside of your comfort zone and inspire somebody to think differently. It could be something as easy as saying, step out of your comfort zone and saying, oh my God, you look nice today. For some people, that's hard, okay? For some people, that's hard. But it's overdue for you to step out of your comfort zone and say something to somebody that may inspire them or may challenge their mentality. I do this on a daily basis, okay? I always step out not only to shock people, but to shock them to the point where, if you were to see somebody else in the homosexual community, you could say something like, oh my God, well, he wasn't as gay as the other one. Therefore, your guard is let down. Therefore, you have learned something. We are overdue for powerful and, wise and confident and brave individuals in this society. The society is overdue for that, people. We are overdue, okay? And it's time for us the people. We are so dependent on the government to make the laws and things of that nature. We have an amendment that's about to be passed that's saying that can't nobody get married, and people who ain't married with children ain't got no rights. And I don't know the specifics about the amendment, but we are overdue for, having somebody in office, not only having somebody in office, but having common people walk around here with some sense enough to inspire somebody for a difference, to make a change, okay? And I know I'm going off this morning. I know I'm going off, but it's overdue. I missed my show last week, and I have a lot to say this week, so stay tuned here on WUAG 103.1 FM. And like I just got done saying, the world is overdue for a reality check. And the only way the world can be reality checked is if individuals like you, individuals like me, individuals who smoke weed come together and be brave and inspire somebody today, okay? It's going to happen little by little. And by the year 3000, I don't think we're going to even acknowledge our differences anymore, and everybody's going to be recognized on the equal playing field. At least that's my vision, but I guess I'm just going to have to perpetuate it in the way that I do, and I don't know what you're going to do, but we are overdue for a reality check in this nation. Huh. Ooh. Huh.
That's it. My B-boy stands. The flip-flops and socks.
Go in. You ready? All right. It's 9:37 after your hour. You are currently tuned in to 103.1 FM Greensboro. And my name is Bootz Durango. That's BOOTZ DURENGO if you are unaware. And today's topic is about being overdue, okay? And some of y'all, and I know I'm about to target a specific individual, but not even a specific individual. It's just, some people are overdue for a confidence booster. And how do you do that? Okay, this is my tactic, and I'm just gonna, make it plain to you. You wake up and you wake and bake. But besides that, you have to wake up and look yourself in the mirror, and you have to claim to be what you aspire to be. And what I mean by that is you have to say, I am confident, I am proud, I am frivolous, I am beautiful. And as soon as you start to do that, as soon as you start to get that repetition going on, using the verb I am, you start to become that, and your outer appearance will reflect that. And I've said a lot about what is the name of that show? Episode, or I don't know if it's attitude, but the way that you dress reflects how you feel, And if you feel good about yourself, you're going to look good. If you look good, you're going to feel good. That is a great formula that I have used, and I always make sure I wake up and put on a good face and tell myself that I'm confident and that I am, about to make a difference in today's society, because we're overdue for some changes, people. And half of y'all are sitting on your couch eating mothballs, and you should be out there doing somebody's work. You're overdue for getting your butt up and doing some work, okay? You're lazy, and you're looking like RuPaul out of drag. Anyways, with that being said, I just want to suggest to everybody that you take your time today, because you are overdue for a pedicure. You're overdue for some relaxation. Some of y'all are overdue for a nice roll-up. Some of y'all got to get some Mary Jane in your system. Some of y'all do other things, but I'm not going to talk about that. But if you want to talk to me about what other people are overdue for, make sure you call me at 336-334-5450, and we can talk talk about what you're overdue for. I know my tires are overdue for being changed. I know I'm overdue for putting some gas in my car, and I'm overdue for, wait, my nails look great. I almost said I'm overdue for a fill-in, but I'm actually digging the red right now. With that being said, I'm going to take you into some more Lauryn Hill, and I want to thank each and every one of you for not being overdue for tuning in to me, because if you were, you wouldn't be listening right now. So stop being overdue, get your lazy rump up, look yourself in the mirror, proclaim to be confident, and make a change in somebody's life today. Oh. Okay.
You heard the ATF.
Man, I gotta shout out some people on Twitter who are currently listening to Bootz World. I absolutely love and adore each and every one of you individuals, so I'm gonna shout you out with Miss Dale. Now, if you are unaware, Miss Dale is my computer. Melissa Vayo, she's a great laptop, and if you are unaware of what I'm talking about, I suggest you look up the YouTube videos, because, you know, I personify a lot of the items in my life. So Miss Dale is my computer, and she's a little bootleg like me, but I love her. So shouts out to @INDYZ_A. Wow, graduation is overdue. These professors are doing the most.gov. Honey, let me tell you something right quick though. Make sure you enjoy school while you're in it, because from what I've heard from my people who've graduated and things of that stature, you know, it gets real afterwards, okay? So graduation may be overdue, the professors may be doing the most, but make sure you enjoy school while you are in school. And I think that's one of the reasons that my mother didn't want me to become, you know, one of those childhood, you know, mega star type things, because she said that school is very essential and it's very important in the development of us young individuals, you know. And believe it or not, 21 years old is not grown. I'm not grown. I'm not financially independent, you know. Well, fully, you know, I do make money, but, you know, my mother is still there, you know, backing me up and things like that, you know. And I just want to say that, you know, while you are in school, graduation may be overdue. I'm going to be here for I don't know how long. And I feel as if my time is to go, you know, as well. But at the same time, you still have to, you know, digest and understand that school is an incubating process for the rest of your life. Hey! Overdue! Shout out, but the hey! Light a blunt and hey! Hey. I felt it. Shouts out to Crystal Gentry. I love you. You know, we went to prom together when I was in the 11th grade, and she took a date, and I took this girl named Genevra Saba. She was from Africa, so I don't really remember her name like that. But she, you know, let me tell you about that. Crystal Gentry, me and her go all the way back. That's at PRETTYARTISTIQ. Now, back in the day, I was overdue for coming out of the closet, and I went to a prom with an individual by the name of Derek Yuri, as well as Crystal Gentry, this girl named Janashua Samasham, and me. Janashua Samasham was one of my dates, okay? She was my date, and back in the day, you know, I dressed masculine or whatever, you know, and I looked great. I had on this chocolate suit and these chocolate dress pants with these Ralph Lauren shoes. I was fly, okay? My dress was done, you know, there was short turn, minus the weave, okay? But, yeah, we went out there to that prom, and like I said, I was overdue for coming out of the closet, and, you know, I ended up dancing with this girl, and I guess, you know, the girl wasn't accustomed to my school. Everybody was already rumoring about me being gay and being a homosexual, but I wasn't expressing myself like I am now, and making the change that is overdue in society now. Okay, so what ends up happening is I'm dancing with this girl, I'm dancing with her. Next thing you know, this girl kisses me. So you know the freak that I am, I kiss back. And it confused half of my school for a little bit. And then after that, I came out the closet and went to prom the next year with my boyfriend. That's an interesting story me and Crystal Gentry share, and I absolutely love her. And I think I owe her some money. I think, Crystal, tweet me. Do I owe you some money? Oh, I'm overdue to paying you. Alright, shouts out there at Pisces Boy. Can always count on that Bootz Durango to serenade me with Lauryn Hill. Definitely long overdue to see Bootz. Oh, Rodriguez, it's been a minute. I haven't seen you all year. You know, we're going to have to do something about this, Rodriguez. I mean, if you still have my number, text me. We can get up. My schedule is hectic, but we are overdue for a good smooth session. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to take you back into the music, people. I absolutely love each and every one of you, and this is the west side of Charlotte all day, every day. Ugh.
To the cheese, chicken wings, quick top on my goods in the food shop. Long times outcast and it don't stop.
Well, Bootz the Bootz, Flavor Flav voice. Welcome to Bootz World. It's 10:01 after your hour here at WUAG. My name is Bootz Durango. That's BOOTZ DURANGO, and I am your host for Bootz World, and it is my world, so I'm gonna do whatever the. See, I can't cuss on this air. That's one thing I can't do, but I'm gonna do whatever the piss I want to do. Okay, welcome to my land. Welcome to where I ordain. Welcome to the land where I am the queen and the king. Okay, let me speak to y'all on the topic. Today's topic is on being overdue, okay? And a lot of y'all are overdue for a change, okay? You're overdue for a change. You've been running through the same routine all your life. You wake up in the morning, cut the crust off your sandwich, pack it in your backpack, put it in your backpack, walk out the house, get in the bus, ride the bus to school, get out at school, do your work, go home, you know, go talk to your mother, go talk to your father, go play outside, come back inside, take a shower, and go to bed. Wash, rinse, and repeat. You do that every single day, and Saturday and Sunday, you don't know what to do because you are so overdue for a change, you got to have a nervous breakdown when your routine is broken. So what you need to do is just put some spice up in there. Throw some spontaneity up in there. And I know I've been looking at horoscopes a lot lately, and some of y'all horoscopes are not spontaneous at all. Some of y'all, some individuals, you know, and I'm not just going to speak on the topic of horoscopes, I speak on the topic of people in general. Some people in general, you know, they're fine with the set pattern, and that's cool. But when you start feeling bad about it, when you start sensing that you need to make a shift, when you need to and feel some type of way, then you need to make that happen. I don't care if you're dating somebody. I don't care if you are dating somebody. If a change is overdue, it needs to be made, okay? Because what you're doing is you're living in a deteriorating cycle that's going to end up with you being unhappy in the long run. And we all are on the pursuit of happiness, not just Will Smith and his child. We all on the pursuit of happiness. And if something is not working, I mean, if it's within your power, make a change, okay? And you can't force nobody to change if they don't want to. And that's one thing that I think some people in my community need to understand. If somebody ain't gay, don't try to make them gay. Moment of silence. If somebody chooses to like a certain thing, respect that and keep it moving. So oftentimes we try to convert people, and like, you know, in algebra you got to convert equations and stuff like that. I won't never good at that. So of course I'm not going to be good at doing whatever the piss they want me to do. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. So, you know, you're overdue for not only, you know, knowing your place, but you are overdue for making a change so that you can actually be respected in society. And you know, a lot of people categorize people in groups. You know, you see a certain group of, let's say, African Americans, or a certain group of Asians, or a certain group of Caucasian people acting a certain way, and we stereotype and we put everybody in a box. The world is overdue to stop doing that, okay? We need to stop doing that to our people, because at the end of the day, you know, we are all people. We are all people, and we are overdue for a euphoric mentality in which, you know, makes everybody prevail in a fluorescent way. You know, and that's what I stand for. That's what I stand for. You know, that's why I'm bold enough and brave enough to go to that city council. That's why I'm bold enough to stop Bev Perdue, the governor, or what is she? She's something. Who is Bev? Bev Perdue is somebody. I'm overdue for knowing who specifically she is, the governor. Bev Perdue, I seen her on behind the Eberhard building. I walked, she had an entourage of people with her. And what I do, I said, "Hey, Bev." She said, "Hey." Kind of hesitated a little bit, but you was overdue. See, you need to know that when you are governing and you are somebody who's political and who's in office, I'm learning that you need to know each kind of person that you deal with, okay? So you are overdue for that reality check. Yes, us cross-dressing he, she's like that pastor want to tell me who got mushed video on YouTube. We are here. We are in existence, and we are avid members of this society. The world is overdue for a change, people, and the only way that can happen is if you do it. So take time and just inspire somebody today. Whether you agree with me or not, I mean, you can agree with this. Some stuff needs to be changing. Some stuff is overdue for a change. So do what you want to do, what you can do. Do what you are able to do to make that change available to society nearest you and in your local community. Whew. I'm overdue for a cigarette break. My way, like memories of yesterday. Like memories of yesterday. Yesterday. Like memories of yesterday. Laughter and happiness turn my sun to rain. And happiness turn my sundrops to rain.
You're listening to 103.1, and I'm Carla Guzman with your WUAG News Brief.
Alright, so today's show is about being overdue. And a lot of you guys are overdue for, love. Okay? We all need love in our life, and make sure you express love to somebody today, because that could actually, make their life more fluent, make it more enjoyable, okay? And, in your search for love, let me give you a few pointers, okay? Love comes in all different shapes, it comes in all different sizes, and you are holding yourself back if you are, judging someone's character based on their outer reflection or what they appear to look like. I had the pleasure of meeting an individual who is actually one of my best friends right now, and I actually, kind of developed a crush on him a little, but the love in which he's giving me is this deeper than that of, just a romantic type of friendship. It's that of somebody who is there, somebody who can listen to you, somebody who can talk to you as your best friend, somebody who, has green when you got green, that love needs to be more fluent in today's society. And I feel as if, us as college individuals, we are away from home, we are away from our families, we are away from, a lot of our loved ones. And, this is an opportunity for us to grow and develop and become the individuals in society that we are supposed to be. But just know that while you are here, you need to express love, and love needs to be expressed to you through some channel, okay? Whether you love music, whether you listen to music on a frequent basis and walk around with those big old headphones that I wish I had, or whether you, laid up with somebody, love needs to be expressed. And, I think that's kind of what's absent in a lot of the aspects of the world right now. If we had love for, each other, this amendment or this bill wouldn't even be in question. The bill I'm talking about is Amendment 1, which is the bill that puts a ban on same-sex marriages here in the state of North Carolina. Now, let me tell you something about me. I don't necessarily have to get married, okay? I want everybody to have a full understanding about how I feel about marriage. Whether you are heterosexual, homosexual, blue, green, red, blue, whatever, okay? I have a belief that love will conquer all. And I don't need no piece of paper telling me that I love you or telling you that you love me. You know what I'm saying? What that piece of paper does, however, is, means that the love that we share is going to be financially stable between the two of us, and we have assets that way. I don't necessarily need all of that. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was to get married, I'd sign a prenup because you're not getting my money if we choose to break up. So, with that being said, I compare it to me being adopted. And if you didn't know, I was adopted at a very young age I choose not to disclose, by a lovely mother of mine by the name of Gwen. And regardless of if she had a piece of paper saying that I was her child or not, that is my mother. That is my mother. Just like my dad. My dad doesn't have papers on me, but that's still my father. And I'm not even going to have to, I don't even have to urge him to sign no papers. I don't even feel it's necessary to do so because we know the connection that we have. Okay? We know the connection that we have. And I don't need no piece of paper telling me the connection that we have. However, at the same time, the love that I have for individuals in this society is that I respect you for what you thrive for and what you choose to do. And if something like this gets passed, it can lead to other things. It can lead to other things, and it can lead to other things. I'd hate for the world to have another civil war, with homosexuality being one of the opponents, because if I'm fighting trust and belief, I've been playing enough Call of Duty. I know how to shoot something, something's going down. Something's going down, okay? But love, it's overdue in today's society, and I feel as if it starts with us, just like change starts with us. And I previously mentioned about, change in our society needs to happen as well. And I feel like it starts with us. It starts with the people that are within the sound of my voice. I don't need to take this to Bev Purdue. I don't need to take this to City Council. I need to take this to you guys. You guys make the change. The people who walk around every day, from day-to-day life, living their lives and being members of today's society. I feel like it's up to us to just tell somebody you love them. I had a conversation with the security guard yesterday, and she works in the library. So if you walk in Jackson Library, the back side of that library, she's the one who sits to the left and watches the TV all the time, and sometimes she's knitting scarves or things like that. And she was just talking about her allergies. And I stopped in my tracks. I was on the way to class, I was running late, and I stopped in my tracks and I just said, you a little stopped up, ain't you? She then begins to give me like a 45-minute soliloquy about, her allergies and the different allergy medications she's on. And, I ended the conversation by saying, you know what? It's about it's about what you think, because whatever your thoughts prevail and it comes out to reality. Whatever you perceive to be real is going to be real for you. So regardless of if the doctor is telling you have all these allergy problems, you defeat it with your mind. That's how cancer patients defeat cancer. They defeat it with their mind. When the doctor tells them there's nothing else they can do, they defeat it with their mind. Okay? I told her that I loved her. You see, her eyes lit up like a fat baby drinking breast milk. And she said, I love you too. And that was the first time I've actually had a conversation with her. I speak to her all the time, but that conversation was prevalent in my life because I said I loved you, and she said I love you too. She lit up like white on rice. And I just felt like, in today's society, we need more of those moments. We need more of those euphoric moments. We need to show everybody that regardless of what you look like, I love you. Regardless of if you are a nerd, regardless of if you are a geek, regardless of if you trip acid on a regular basis, regardless if you smoke weed on a regular basis, I love you. And I think that once we break that barrier, we can actually be more prevalent as a community. My name is Bootz Durango, and I thank you for listening to Bootz World. I'm going to take you back into the music in one moment. But right now, I just want you to call somebody on your phone and tell them that you love them. Tell them that you love them. Just tell them that you I love you. Yo.
Now every day we looked up at the ceiling, watching ceiling fans go round, trying to catch that feeling.
Yo.
Had my pencil and plus my paper. The 86 lights on your head and you
I'm running round the city, looking like P. Diddy, but my name is Bootz D. I run the streets. You run your mouth. You beat your meat. What is on your sheets? Ski, ski. I ain't got no time for students. Matter of fact, I got time to be studious because I am a student. And I be bringing it back like I'm rooted. And I don't mean to be eroded, but you know I'm prudent. If you wanna talk to me, you better talk something. I'ma be on TV, and if you like what you see, and yes, I can sing. I am the X Factor. You know what I mean? Run to the beach. No sunscreen. I got a tan already, and I am crazy like Freddy. Matter of fact, I kick your ass like Jason already. Shit. I don't like oregano, but it's okay because your mother's my hoe. Bringing it back, your daddy's on deck. I'm looking like, what? Throw me some stacks, make it rain. Birthday cake like Rihanna said. Hit me in the face like Chris Brown did. Damn, that's fucked up. But you know Rihanna got a tribute coming, showing up. Looking like you wanna get me in the summer, hold up. I ain't got no time for the winter cause I'm too old. And if you want to grow cold, matter of fact, I replace cold with fool's gold. I ain't got time for April, but it's okay, cause that's my sister. Hey girl, how you doing? Matter of fact, bring it back. This rhyme's called matter of fact, so bring it back, Looking at me like homie's a clown, but I don't crump, I just vogue. Ow. Matter of fact, my dick fat. All right, unity. We are overdue for some unity in this society as well, people. I mean, you see so many groups of people with so many similarities, and yet we isolate and ostracize select individuals. Let me tell you about my experiences when I go over there to A&T. I was over there at A&T last week, and it's very different. Okay, it's very different than how I'm received here at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. Mind you, UNCG promotes a very diverse campus and a very diverse atmosphere, and that, you know, I'm very proud of, and I'm very, you know, in support of. So much so that Green Street, where I host each and every Sunday, so if you want to party with me, come to Green Street on each and every Sunday. We have a diverse group of individuals coming together, being not overdue. Piss. Okay, well, with that being said, I walk over there to A&T, and you know, I am an African American individual. However, I choose to adorn myself in a very feminine way. With that being said, I'm received differently when I go to A&T, and I think I don't feel like I'm a part of their student body. And I know I'm not, but you know, they welcome African Americans of all descent only if and only they assimilate into society and look like the typical African American business professional is supposed to look. Now that's coming from my perspective, because when I go over there, the looks, the stares, the comments, the blatant comments are all just too much. We lack unity. They lack unity, and I think that transcends among cultures. I think snap in the name of the Lord. Okay, well, today's show is about being overdue, okay? And what I am overdue for as of right now is some You understand what I'm trying to tell you. But what are you overdue for? I have 15 minutes left here, and I would love for somebody to call me at 336-334-5450. That's 336-334-5450, and let me know about what you're overdue for. I'm actually, you know, I'm pretty good right now. I'm pretty caught up with everything, you know, but some people are overdue for some, you know, swag adjustments, some attitude adjustments. And, you know, if you have specific instances of where this needs to happen, I suggest you get on that phone and call me, because I would love the information. Now, this semester is overdue for being over. I mean, spring break went by like a breeze, and I feel as if I didn't get the rest and relaxation that I adequately needed, you know, especially from last night, because as you know, I was on city council, like I mentioned previously, and I want to thank each and every one of you who watched that. And if you weren't able to do so, I'm going to have the video footage given to you, so don't worry about that. Just follow my YouTube page at www.youtube.com/Bootz Durango, and I was actually fighting the noise ordinance that's coming into play here in Greensboro, and it's going to affect a lot of clubs, especially my club Green Street, which has been targeted on Sunday evenings, which is why you haven't heard my voice echoing through the boroughs of Greensboro downtown lately. They moved me indoors, so I still am hosting, I'm still emceeing on the microphone. They just moved me indoors, and I have to, you know, respect that as of right now. And they measuring decibels and decimals and stuff. I just wanted the people to understand that, you know, I'm an avid member of my community, and, you know, sometimes Green Street and the diversity that it gives on Sunday evenings is the only alternative location for people to go and have fun recreationally. And if you don't have fun recreationally or release your stress, honey, you're gonna have a bad attitude. And we all know bad attitude results in bad behavior in society. The crime rate will go up. You never know. You know, missiles might start being launched, and, you know, it's gonna be more than just a naked gunman at the corner of whatever street that was that needed to be apprehended. With that being said, you know, make sure you come party with me each and every Sunday at Green Street. I am hosting. I think the next function I'm going to bring in Kevin Prodigy, which is a prominent individual commentator in the gay community, and I would love for him to be and partake in that. And if you are unaware of what kind of events I do through, I just released a video called Mini Ball Mini Movie, which is about 48 minutes long, and it's just a documentary from my eyes perspective of what I see during, you know, these competitions. Now, I have a number of events coming up. I know I'm hosting something April 20th. That's 420. You know, pause. You know we are overdue for a 420. I don't know if you know what 420 means, but I suggest you look it up. It has something to do with cannabis. Anyways, I know I'm hosting an event there, so if you want to keep updated on that, I'm going out for X Factor May 1st. The registration is April 29th, so if you want to go out for X Factor, I support anybody. Somebody in Greensboro is going to make it, y'all. Somebody in Greensboro is destined to make it, and, you know, we're overdue for somebody in Greensboro in the state of North Carolina making it to the big top. Fantasia, she set the stage, and it's time for somebody else to pick up the torch. All right, with that being said, you know, I'm going to take you back into some more music in a little bit because I'm not done talking yet, and I'm overdue to get a lot of things off my chest, okay? You know, there's a lot of shade going on. There's a lot of shade going on in my community, and I feel as if it needs to be addressed. And I'm feeling very Bootz Delisa Rice today. Bootz Delisa Rice is actually another one of my alter egos, which is the politician. She was the one who spoke at City Council. She kept it classy. She kept it cute in her blue blazer. Bootz Delisa Rice has, you know, it's a need to address some of the shade that's going on. Just because you are in a different house or different organizations that represent each other does not mean that you can't be, you know, united as one and stand for one cause. You know, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X stood for the same cause, but they went about it two different ways, you know. And I actually, you know, started looking into that a little bit. And, you know, one of them believed in violence, one of them believed in peace. Plain and simple. But at the end of the day, they both believed in civil rights. Okay? Just because you have different houses or you vote differently or you walk differently or you talk differently or you eat differently or you believe in different things or you communicate with people in a different way doesn't mean that you can't communicate and be united as one. We are all people here, y'all. And I think that's the main thing that I want to get across in this nation, that we are all people and we are overdue to realize that we all breathe the same air. Just because I'm no better than that homeless person on the side of the street holding up a sign. I just, you know, have more, you know, wealth and money. But think about it. What does that truly define about you? Nothing. I mean, if you put me in the same clothes and give me a sign, am I going to be then homeless to you? I mean, you know, I see things in an abstract perspective, and I don't urge you to think like I think, but I do urge you to make a positive change for yourself and, you know, broaden your own horizons. I feel it is necessary to address some of these concerns in our society. Why is it that, you know, people get ostracized and looked at differently and not taken seriously if you choose to wear a dress and you are a male? You know, that's what I do, and I'm going to make it, you know, acceptable to where, you know, it's not overdue anymore, but it's right on time. Okay? So many oftentimes I know I have some brothers in high school, I have some sisters in high school and in middle school finding who they are. What kind of society are we going to have if they can't have the freedom to do that? You know, if they're scared of persecution and ostracization. Ooh, that's $1 million word. Ostracization. You know, piss, drunken buzzards. And if you feel like being drunk, go ahead and be drunk. You still a person too. But I just felt the need to get that off my breast. I have no breast, but I dress to impress. And that's a quote that's located in my Hard Twerk song that was released today. And if you want to look up that song, you know, it's bootsdurango.bandcamp.com. Just follow me on Twitter. You'll get all my updates. I interviewed The Dream in, what's today's day? The 4th? In 9 days. In 9 days, I interview The Dream, and I'm going to get some advice on how I should be approaching X Factor, as well as my future endeavors as a musician and a local icon here in the city of Greensboro. And I feel it necessary to say thank you to each and every one of you who are not overdue in getting into me. I love you. I'll be back to close the show in a little bit. Overdue! Overdue! Alright, y'all. I'm about to close the show. Thank you for listening to Bootz World today. And I'm going to give you the done list. I'm done with people who do not show love in our society. That's the only thing I'm done with. Show love to somebody today, okay? And I know it's overdue. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's at BOOTZDURANGO. Make sure you cop the new song. It's called Hard Twerk, meaning it's a booty popping song for everybody who wants to, you know, pop their booties. And yeah, thank you so much for the support and the love that you give me, everybody. It keeps me strong, it keeps me strengthened, it keeps me lively, and it also keeps me entertaining you guys, which is my passion. So thank you so much, and I hope to continue to do what I do so it will never be overdue. Have a good one, everybody. Peace. It is Bootz World. These boots were made for more than just walking.